And you can do all this for me?
Well, look at what we did to this country. The Haitians elect a priest who decides to raise the minimum wage from 38 cents to $1 a day.
Whoa.
It's not a lot, but it's enough to upset the corporations who were here making T-shirts and running shoes. So they called us, and we facilitated a change.
The difference is my country's not some fly speck in the middle of the Caribbean.
But we've already begun destabilizing the government. We'll supply the private security. We'll pay off the right officials. And we have 26 countries ready to officially recognize your new Bolivian government. You want your country back. My organization can give it to you within the week.
You've been busy.
Bond, we have your location as approaching an airfield. Is green on the move?
Yeah, I've got a tail number.
Hi.
Welcome aboard. Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va, ça va. Come, have a seat.
So do we have an understanding?
Yeah. We do nothing to stop a coup in Bolivia, and in exchange, the new government gives America the least any oil found.
If it's oil you want.
We'll have to verify the find.
I'm not even admitting there is one. You are getting this for free. Venezuela, Brazil, now Bolivia. With you tied up in the Middle East, South America is falling like dominoes. You don't need another Marxist giving national resources to the people, do you?
Well, we can hardly be expected to do something about a coup we know nothing about.
You should know something about me and the people I work with. Dictators or liberators. If the current president had been more agreeable, I wouldn't be talking to you. So, if you decide not to sign, you will wake up with your balls in your mouth and your willing replacement standing over you.
You and I had a mutual friend!
promised that you...
Let you go?
I answered your questions. I told you what you wanted to know about Quantum.
Yes, you did. And your friends would know that, so they're probably looking for you. But the good news is, you're in the middle of a desert. Here. I bet you make it 20 miles before you consider drinking that. Goodbye, Mr. Green.
They found Green dead in the middle of the Bolivian desert, of all places. 2 bullets in the back of his skull. They found motor oil in his stomach. Does that mean anything to you?
Wish I could help.
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks. I'm not staying. What's going on, James?
For more, we turn to our correspondent, Camila Escalante, in the city of El Alto.
The 5th consecutive mass victory in 15 years and the restoration of democracy and return to constitutionality and legitimacy in Bolivia is being celebrated here today by tens of thousands on Avenida Cívica in El Alto. This follows the declaration by the Electoral Authority last night that Bolivians elected the movement towards socialism's candidate, Lucho y David, in a majority vote, giving this post-coup government a strong mandate. They'll be sworn in on November 8th. It's important to recall that the regime has spent 10 months since January persecuting and trying to jail leaders of the MAS and ban them from standing in these elections. This 55% vote is the reason why a media terror campaign of hate and fear, where the majority of outlets are controlled by the wealthy elites, was fought and won by the organized working class, who refused to adopt the perverse views of the neoliberal U.S.-backed regime. Bolivia is an example for the rest of the continent and world of how to defeat imperialist attacks.
That was a correspondent, Camila Escalante, in Bolivia.
Begin, though, with the assassination of Haiti's president. It would be a shattering development to any country at any time. But Haiti, as you know, and as we've reported extensively on this program, has had more than its share of misfortune, whether from poverty, natural disaster, or now political violence.
Christ! Unlike the American government, we prefer not to get our bad news from CNN.